Hi there, Salam Alaikum, good afternoon. This is Riyadh, the capital and largest city of Saudi Arabia. This is my second time to Saudi Arabia. Previously I stopped in Jeddah, another major city, just for a few days. That was a year or so ago. This time, just stopping for 3 nights, so 2 full days. This is my hotel, Golden Kuba. Today is Monday, October 28th, 2024, currently about 88 degrees Fahrenheit. That is 31 degrees Celsius. Nice and pleasantly warm. Come here in July, August, September, and it will definitely be a lot hotter. So this is at least tolerable. So I arrived middle of the night last night, as many of you will have seen. Unfortunately, a taxi scammer situation from the airport to my hotel here. He tried to charge me about double the price, 285 Saudi Arabian Riyal. He had said that he would use the meter, and then I knew that the price that he was trying to charge once I arrived here was overpriced because I had checked the prices online. I hadn't thought to try Uber at 4 in the morning last night, wiped out and everything. So that was about $74 that he was trying to charge me for that ride. I managed to haggle him down to 200, which was about $52 or so for a 30-something minute taxi ride. And so that was a bit of a ripoff, but not horrible. So I checked on Uber for prices for going to the airport from here, which I will do when I go back to the airport in 2 days. And it was showing from about 92 Saudi Arabian Riyal to 130. And of course, taxis are usually more expensive. Actually, I see a taxi right there, but not going to take it. So just watch out for that. I wasn't really expecting Saudi Arabia to be somewhere to deal with taxi scammers, but you never know how it's going to go. So here we go. Time to try the Uber and head over to a fort, which according to Google will be closed, but hopefully we can at least see the outside, and maybe it will be open and the information is wrong. We will find out, but there are also a number of things to see around there. So I just want to do a relatively easy day of exploring today. I'm really exhausted, got to sleep after like 6 this morning, got a few hours sleep, but definitely still dragging. So Riyadh here is super spread out. Everything is miles and miles apart, but there are a number of things right near each other in that area over by the fort. So I'll just concentrate on that for today. So now time to call an Uber, see how long it takes, and it should be just like a 10-minute drive over to the fortress. All right, so here are the options. Comfort, 6 minutes away. SAR, that is Saudi Arabian Riyal 29. That is about $8, so a good price. And then only 3 minutes away for SAR 46, but let's go ahead with the Comfort 4-minute wait. For anyone who is wondering about how my cell phone is working, then I have T-Mobile and it just works almost everywhere. I have an international plan, and I just land, it connects right away. I've never used a SIM card, another SIM card, ever in all of my travels. It used to not work in certain countries, Morocco, I think Oman, maybe United Arab Emirates, but the coverage has improved, it seems, and so it's working pretty much everywhere. So, all right, looking forward to seeing more of this major city of Saudi Arabia in the interior, surrounded by deserts. AlMazak Palace, or Mazmak Fortress. So, looks like this explains why Google was saying that it was temporarily closed. Restoration and rehabilitation project. You can see it's all covered up there. So, that's a shame to not be able to go inside and see it. But all around here are a lot of the older style, whatever this, brown material is used for the construction of these smaller buildings, quite different from all of the huge skyscrapers. So I'm going to walk around here and show a bit of this area. Very peaceful. It is 3:20 in the afternoon, and of course, for good reason. Then they tend to stay inside in the middle of the hot afternoons, but a few people around at least. In the Uber there, then we drove past a big wall, old looking wall, and so I'll walk over there and take a look. I am going to do my best to do a proper exploring tour here as much as I can, but man, I am just like sleepwalking here, so at least I should be able to show quite a bit just walking around here and not have to take another Uber across the city. The traffic was quite bad there, and so that took longer than the 10 minutes that it had showed on Google originally. Here we have a clock tower. So there you can see, yep, 3:25. And so a few of the basics of Saudi Arabia, of course, Muslim country, quite strict traditional Muslim culture, as opposed to, for example, Turkey being a much looser Muslim culture. But here in Saudi Arabia, alcohol banned. You see many women, I think most of the women, wearing the hijab. And of course it is oil rich. One of the wealthiest oil nations on the planet, which transformed this country from being a much more simple nation of people in the desert to a high-tech wonderland of sorts. I will definitely try to get into like some of the very fancy malls, show some of the larger buildings, but here, nice to see the more traditional style, whatever that is, sandstone, limestone, maybe sandstone. It's definitely a color that blends in with the desert and the palm trees. And so here you have an old looking fort tower. So I'm not exactly sure, but this could be part of the fort. It was constructed in the mid-19th century. So from 1865 to 1895. And then I thought that I would address the topic of filming in public, because it's a little bit of a gray area. So, first of all, as always, especially in this part of the world, then you want to avoid filming any sort of government buildings, military, the King's Palace. But then, It is also illegal to film people in public in a way that invades their privacy. So that is the gray area. It is not illegal just to film anybody in public. Look at this old door. So I can see inside there a little bit. Looks really nice. It's like a sandstone town, it looks like. So I'm assuming this must be the old fort palace, kind of in this whole block here. And so you just want to be conscious of who and what you're filming, and just be, you know, reasonable, respectful about it, and it shouldn't be a problem. And then up ahead here, there's this odd looking building, reflective, under construction it looks like. Okay, so I just saw a sign that says no photo and video on my left, which I didn't film, but I'm going to stop filming now. All right, so it looks like we can at least get a little closer experience with this section of the wall. Okay, so not stone of any kind. That is just clay and straw. King Faisal Street, Al Medina Road. So there you can see the Arabic and English. So we have a souk here, a market area. I'm sure that it is busier at other times of the day. Schweiger Trade Center, wholesale and retail menswear, wholesale of women's abayas, retail kids clothes, perfumes and cosmetics. And then here again the AlMazak Palace. So maybe that was something separate, the other wall over there. And here we have more remains of, I guess, the old town near the palace, where is an entrance of some sort, so you can get a good idea of the construction. Some rocks, a lot of just mud with rocks and straw. Okay, where is the entrance? Was this it? And it was covered over? All right, let's go see a little bit more of this area over here. So one of the aspects of this part of the world in general is the foreign labor. They tend to hire people from South Asia especially to do a lot of the regular jobs. because of the oil money, the local people don't need to work basic jobs a lot of the times. So at my hotel, then I talk with one of the hotel workers who is from Bangladesh. So lots of Bangladeshis, probably Indians, Pakistanis, maybe Sri Lankans, etc. A large square here. Very, very quiet and peaceful. All right, so time to check my phone and see what else there is to see right around here. The flag of Saudi Arabia there. And another square area. And over here is Ushaker Market. Let's go take a look. Interesting building here. It seems that in this area they are building newer buildings in the old style of the brown, whatever that is. Obviously not the clay with straw, but making it all kind of blend in a bit. And then very interesting little sort of alcove or whatever there. So it looks like this is the entryway into the market, but looks like a lot of these stores are closed. Not all. Probably they will open in a few hours. Nice and cool in here. Gold and jewelry. So far, all gold and jewelry. Some really nice smelling incense. Oh man, that smells so good. Okay, the market continues, but outside here, clothing, very interesting, various styles of construction here. Another clock. Looks like another entrance inside. Let's see what they got for sale here. All clothing around here. Okay. A little more happening here. Multi-levels. This place must be a lot more busy at some times. Seems like a good place to hang out in the Heat of the day. It's a Monday, so not sure if that is a more or less busy day of the week than others. Of course, Friday is the Muslim holy day. Okay, let's head on out of here. So I'm going to take this walkway here, even though I don't know what is this way, but this is the general direction back towards my hotel, which I definitely don't want to walk the whole way, but do some walking in that direction and see what else we see. Getting a little taste of some of the taller buildings in the city. So I walked past this interesting older neighborhood. It looks like it could be in the same time frame as the palace. Very interesting star-like designs there. The same style of mud straw construction here, and people living around here. I wasn't quite expecting all of this older architecture. I thought it would mostly be torn down and replaced with huge skyscrapers. So it's kind of a welcomed aspect of the exploring, even though it's hella sketchy in here. Very smelly. Oh man. Okay, I think that is the end of that, but you get a little taste of the old way of living. And another one of these older neighborhoods. Trying really hard not to film people, straight in their face, but there are quite a few people around here. Pretty much all men around here. But as you've seen, plenty of women out and about as well. So, okay, back out to the main road, keep on walking. So that old neighborhood is right through there, and then here you have a more modern shopping street, but still looking a bit dated. So there is definitely a more modern, more developed, more high-tech part of the city. It's definitely a bit more neglected than I was expecting. More so than the nearby cities and countries of Bahrain and Kuwait. Very similar style of construction, but seems like they were better kept up. But maybe it's just kind of the neighborhood I'm in. And here we have a local fast food hamburger place with drive-through Herfy. Looks like a chicken sandwich there. Fries and a Pepsi for $13. That is about $3. Family section. And crossing over another pedestrian overpass here for no particular reason other than just to get a little perspective and a change walking over on this side. Also saw some interesting looking buildings here. Man, what a scene. And what a spread out city. So that is the direction that I'm going towards my hotel. And so I thought if I was going to call another Uber, I should get on this side anyways, but not looking like especially interesting walking along here, so maybe I'll call that Uber soon. The sun almost setting quite early, 4:37. Not, you know, setting right away, but it's going down. And it looks like they also have McDonald's. A triple beef burger there. That almost looks good, but no thanks, not a McDonald's fan. Favorite fast food restaurant is Burgerville in Oregon. It's a shame that there aren't more of them. There might be a couple of them in Northern California and maybe Washington State, but the quality is a major step up from McDonald's, Carl's Jr., Wendy's. Burgers are really good. Their shakes are amazing. Excellent fries. And speaking of North American fast food chains, Tim Hortons. Didn't expect to see that. Canadian, of course. I worked in Canada. I can only remember going into a Tim Hortons once. I didn't realize that it was a full fast food place with sandwiches. Maybe it depends on the location, but fresh bakery, so I can see donuts, sandwiches, various drinks, Canadian maple leaf there, and Starbucks. This is Chain Restaurant Alley here. Another old crumbling building here. What era is that? Rebar? Maybe 20th century? So I might end up just walking it the rest of the way to my hotel. I'm only about a mile away at this point, and seeing some sort of interesting things along the way. But I actually need to cross back over once again. Hopefully I can do that up here, because I need to get off this big street here and head that way. Huh. This is not looking good for crossing up here. Good news. Looks like we do have Pedestrian Crossing. Perfect timing. Let's get across while I can. And whatever restaurant that is, Kudu, I guess. Chicken wraps. It is definitely rush hour. Another one. Fakie barbecue chicken al-Tazaj. They like their fast food, I guess. Okay, getting closer, about 1 kilometer away. And just did a little shopping. I got a water, 3 juices, a milk, and 3 yogurts. And it was 23 Saudi Arabian Riyal. That is just $6 for all this. So it is only 5:30 and already getting dark, partly because it is cloudy, but also looks like the sun has set. So maybe they just had daylight savings time as well, because it just happened in Greece just yesterday. So winter is on the way, though not going to be much of a winter around here. All right, I think that is going to do it. A little bit more of a walk to my hotel, and then just going to kick back for the evening and head out a little later and find some sort of a restaurant. Well, here's one option. Actually, kind of good looking food there, so something to keep in mind. And then health food store. All right, more coming from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia tomorrow.